Hey there folks, my name's Ben and this is a Shots Fired Airsoft video, and today I've got an unboxing for you. Now hopefully in here there is an Umarex Elite Force Generation 2 H8R revolver, or technically a revolver, however it's a bit different as we'll see when I get in the packet. And this really, I just want to record my sort of first reactions to this as it comes out of the box. We'll do more sort of features and the actual firing of the pistol in a review video which I'll be releasing soon. So let's have a look what's in the box. So with the package open, we've got the Elite Force Frontline Resolution. It's quite a simple looking box. We do have a picture of the H8R on the side, Elite Force H8R Gen 2. This is a 12 gram CO2 capsule cartridge, pistol, and it's supposed to be 1.3 joules max, which is about 340 FPS, but we'll see that when we do the chrono test. Metal barrel for 6mm BB airsoft. It's not technically a standard type of revolver. It's got quick change discs that hold 10 rounds, which makes it a lot more functional as a, say, CQB weapon. A single or double action trigger. And the reason that I got the Gen 2 version rather than buying the original one, I was put off by the fact that it had no hop in the first generation. So this one has an adjustable hop-up in it. So let's get a bit further in and see what we've got. So open the box, we're presented with the gun, which we'll look at. Wow. Quite an impression. This thing looks like an absolute hand cannon. Okay, so a quick look at the gun. We've got tactical rails on the top and the bottom. We've got fibre optic or faux fibre optic sights. We've got our two-stage trigger. So that's the second stage with a short trigger pull, and then we've got a large trigger pull for the single action. And then as you can see, as we pull the trigger, the magazine moves round, and that's how it feeds the BBs. I believe if we pull this forward and up, it locks, and that allows us to push the disc out. And as you can see, there's your 10 holes for the BBs, and these only fill one way, and it's very obvious which way they go around. So bang it in, push it in place, knock that back down, and that will lock it into place and start indexing again. The gun is a very nice weight, feels very comfortable in the hand. It's got a very plain grip, but there is a bit of stippling on it. We've got the Elite Force logo there, and in terms of other things on the gun, we've got a cow 6mm, the little F, which I believe is a German market thing, which signifies the gun as an airsoft weapon, and we do have a unique serial number on the side. At the bottom here we can see the CO2 capsule screw. It essentially compresses the CO2 capsule, and really there isn't too much else on the outside of the gun to look at. We have nice metal barrel, and you can see the inner barrel in there. There is no thread in this, but they do attachments that slip on the rail that give you a 14mm thread for attaching silencers, which I will probably end up getting because I play in quite a darkened CQB environment. We also have H8R 6mm Super Magnum on the barrel. A rather nice looking barrel, I must admit. To get into the CO2 housing, you see there's an indent here. All you do is you just get your thumb in there. It's not difficult, and it just pops off. As you can see, this is where you put your 12 gram CO2 cartridge. And there is a little indent in the top with a little lip on the handle, and you pop that back in there. It will just sit nicely together, and that's it. It's very secure. It isn't going anywhere unless you get in there and pop that off. So yeah, one thing I'm going to add to this, I forgot to show it in the original video, so I'm just building a quick bit again. When you pop this CO2 cover off, the Allen key to undo up the capsule screw is actually inside the handle, which is really nice, very handy. So that just goes in there, and then you can do that. So we pop the capsule in, just to demonstrate the trigger. You have the full pull, which is the whole hammer. It's not loaded at the moment, so. And then you have the single stage trigger, which is a much shorter pull. But you can rattle through, or take your time, and for accuracy, just have yourself a very short, immediate trigger pull. Got a nice pop to it. Obviously no blowback on this because it isn't a blowback pistol. There isn't really a way of doing that in revolvers, but that should make it more accurate for airsofting. So it's pretty handy. Let's have a look what else we get in the box. Okay, so in there we've got 2 spare magazines for a total of 30 shots. So it's kind of similar, apart from having to change every 10 shots, to the sort of capacity you get in a normal gas blowback pistol, say 20 to 30 rounds. And we have a small Allen key in there as well. And this Allen key, I believe, is the one that adjusts the hop. So there's a little Allen key, an Allen bolt, which I believe is above the barrel, and you turn it and it increases or decreases the amount of hop you have. Okay, and the other thing in there, we've got what looks like a little user manual. Yep, it's just showing us the features of the gun and where they are. And we've got the usual safety information. Just like that, that's just reminded me. You do have a safety on the back of the gun. This is it in the off position, so it can fire. And then when you push it forward towards the hammer, it essentially just locks the hammer, so you can't pull the trigger or accidentally put the hammer into the second stage. So getting back to the manual, you can see it tells you how to access your CO2 capsule. It shows you how to load the mags, how to use the sights, and how to use the 2-stage trigger system. And I believe there that is showing us the adjustment for the hop, which is at the top there. Oh, it's called the adjustable shoot up in the manual, which is always entertaining. And then again, a little bit more information about the pistol. It's a 143mm barrel and a troubleshooting guide. So that's pretty much your lot. And under here we also get a little pamphlet, and this, believe it or not, is actually sort of a general pamphlet about firearm safety, which is quite an interesting thing to include in airsoft. However, let's face it, a lot of the things do pass over into airsoft. Probably not looking down the barrel and shooting it into your own face is probably the best way to do it. Do not just brandish or display this weapon in public. So that's probably the main one. And the rest is just different languages. Okay, so that's it for the unboxing of the Elite Force H8R Gen 2. I'm very much looking forward to giving this a try. And doing a video on it. See if the rails are any good, how accurate it is, how effective the hop-up is at shooting at range, and how well this magazine system works, which I must admit I'm quite interested in using. Thank you for watching my unboxing of the H8R Gen 2. Very much looking forward to doing a video review for you all. I must just add, I've pretty much bought this pistol because in the UK it is very cold, and most of the green gas pistols over here don't really work very well in the cold. In winter it's an average of about 5 degrees centigrade, so most of your gas pistols this time of year are struggling to get through half a mag before they vent out. It will be interesting to see how this fires. I've seen people get 150 to 200 shots out of a CO2 capsule, which is quite compelling, especially for us over here in winter. But I will just add that most CO2 magazines, if you put them in a pistol that works with both CO2 or green gas, what tends to happen is they shoot extremely hot. So I believe my big Dragon 7-inch high capper I've got, if you use CO2 in that, it hits about 430 to 440 FPS, which makes it illegal for most types of gameplay over here. So this is good because it is designed to work with CO2 out of the box, and still deliver a sight friendly or CQB friendly FPS. So thank you for watching. I've been Ben, this has been a shots fired airsoft video, and I look forward to seeing you again for the review.